Hey guys, this is Dan with OnlineLabels. In this video, we're talking about shrink sleeve labels. These have become an absolute front runner in the world of packaging, especially in the food and beverage industry. And it's really easy to see why, because you get the full surface area of your product to design on. But are there any other benefits? And what does the initial investment look like? Is it worth the investment at all? What even are they in the first place? In this video, we're going to try to make them a little bit easier to understand and help you decide if they're the right choice for your business. We're going to start by looking over just a few benefits, so let's take a look. You'll recognize shrink sleeves from any supermarket or if you've really ever used any type of product ever. And number one is their versatility. Unlike most labels, shrink sleeves are designed to conform to unusual or irregular shapes. So if you're working with like a funky bottle or a container that just has a really interesting or irregular shape, shrink sleeves would be a good alternative to save you from a ton of tearing, scratching, and bubbles on your labels. Shrink sleeves typically also work with plastic, glass, and metal, which explain their popularity with products that come in bottles, cans, and jars. Number two is their visual appeal. Studies show that consumers actually prefer shrink sleeves over regular labels and are going to reach more often for items that have that 360-degree coverage. Naturally, the designs on these labels have a lot more room to shine on the product and are probably going to be a lot more eye-catching, whether that be on the shelf or through e-commerce. So this also gives you the opportunity to specifically design your label with the shape of your container in mind, emphasizing the contours and making it look really sleek and professional. So shrink sleeves can really set you apart from the competition that are just using regular paper or vinyl labels. And three is that 360-degree coverage. It gives you a ton of design space to utilize for powerful brand imagery, important information, and eye-catching graphics. More surface area is just going to give you more opportunity to communicate to buyers what the product is, what your brand is all about, and how it could help them. The fourth benefit is reduced costs. You'd probably assume you're paying more for shrink sleeves, but switching to custom wraparound label can be a saver if you're using multiple labels on single items or using tamper-evident seals in your standard labels. With savings in efficiency, less replacements, and likely increased sales too, shrink sleeves can actually be a great way to maximize the budget. And number five is durability. Shrink sleeves are made with a flexible, super durable material that keeps labels resistant to all kinds of damage. This is obviously important to those who keep products near moisture, in the fridge, and so on. Also, your shrink sleeve design is technically printed on the inside of the label, unlike a standard label that's printed on the outside, so that's going to save your artwork from getting sun bleached and your important information from getting smeared around. And your product or item is also getting a little extra layer of protection when you wrap it in a durable film like this too. And the last benefit we'll talk about today is the fact that they're tamper-proof. Since nobody can open a shrink sleeve without leaving evidence, you're actually adding a level of security not only for yourself, but for your customers who are going to feel extra safe knowing that nobody has broken into their product, whatever it might be. So what is actually the difference between a shrink sleeve label and just a regular standard paper or vinyl label? To get this extra durability, you'll need to work with heat shrinkable film and a specialized heat tunnel. So the production process is obviously pretty intense and you might want to work with a co-packer. So especially in smaller quantities, it's going to be a large upfront investment. But of course, if you're at the right point for your business, these are going to give you a really incredible level of durability, room to design on, and professionalism for your products and items. So if you're interested in learning more about shrink sleeves for your business, check out the link in the description. The process is all online and all we need is a few pieces of info about your container and design and we'll be able to work with your custom order from there. So if you're looking to upgrade your product packaging or boost your brand recognition in really any way, shrink sleeves are something to think about. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment with any thoughts, and we'll see you next week.